Warning: what you are about to hear goes against traditional romantic counsel expressed by friends, family, and Instagram memes and quotes. Open-mindedness is advised.
Good night, everybody. Good night, everybody. Good night, everybody. And welcome to another edition of The Senate. I am your host, Neil Hoyt. He is your host, Derek Marshall. And together we do make up The Senate. Derek, brother.
Yeah.
How you keeping, my brother? How you looking?
I hear quiet, man. I hear quiet, taking it easy. Good to see you as always.
Yeah.
And we in for another night. We're here for the next hour and a half to 2 hours. And hopefully we can have a good show, man. Hope things on your end.
My everything is blessed. I can't complain, Kind of tweak my back in the gym today, but that's more old age than anything else.
I was just gonna say.
Yeah, but I can be alright, man. I good. Our life is not bad at the moment. Can't complain. Plug the G-Syndicate. You know how it is.
Yeah, man. Shout out G-Syndicate in the crank. We started another project this afternoon. And I did some tracking for that. So we kind of just stockpiling the music and then we can give you all of it in the next coming months, weeks or months. We just give you that music one after the other so you don't got to stick up and wait. Shout out the guys, Kia Malvaden, Mark, Antonio, and Brett. Brett was a little under the weather the past couple of days, so wishing him a speedy recovery from whatever it is that ails him. See Jennifer in the house, to see my boy Randy in the house. Shout out the people that are in here early.
Yeah,
check out G-Syndicate, everybody, on G-Syndicate6.com and then also on G-Syndicate6 on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and the YouTube. You can check us out on all those platforms. And of course, you're watching the Senate podcast here on YouTube. You can give us a follow, tell your friends, bring them in. Check us out, the Senate podcast on YouTube as well. Also on Instagram, we're the Senate podcast 246. And you can send in any of your fan submissions to senateinsession@gmail.com. And if you want to ask us any questions, you figure that you want some of our lived experience, i.e. advice, you can give us a shout. Oh, Raleigh's in the house. I see my girl Cheryl in the house. Shout out Raleigh's. All the way from Toronto, well, Canada. Not sure if it's Toronto, but Canada for sure. Yeah, man. So we are here. We are looking forward to hearing from you guys. We've heard from you before, but we are always willing to hear from you even more. So you can give us a shout out, as I said, in senateinsession@gmail.com. Yeah, man.
Right. So now we got that out to the way. I hope everybody as well. Cheryl is saying Edmonton, Alberta.
Hey.
Yeah, that seems like a very cool place.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, but good night, everybody. Again, thanks very much for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Not only the people that are engaging us here in the chat, but there are some people that lurk, superfluously from the shadows. But anyhow, we are here, and we normally do this thing where Mavi and Summer. My summer is still cold. Yeah, I got a friend of mine. She live in Toronto, and it's cold up there. She said summer too. Anyhow, anyhow, we're here tonight. We're doing fan submission Thursdays once a month, usually last Thursday in the month. We is the last Thursday? Well, one of the Thursdays. One of the Thursdays in the month we do a fan submission. You guys send us a lot of content, and we can take at least one Thursday out of the week to kind of touch on those things, to really get into it, kind of just surf the internet, see what's out there. You guys send us things and we can kind of figure it out. So Derek, you would have put up my girl Stephanie on your Facebook for Facebook post. You would have put up Stephanie, and we can get into it. You can, if you want, you can tell me who sent it and whatever, or if you don't want to say who sent it, you could think. But yeah,
but another thing. Yeah, no scarf tonight, Raleigh's. Not for this particular fit. But next week, for sure, you got your scarf back in the house, right?
I just want to mention that's a hoodie.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we
Whole
lost
hoodie,
each other.
goddamn it.
Yes, man.
Shit.
But yeah, man. Just a little said a little different tonight. You know what I mean? Yeah. Let me get into it. It got Stephanie. I can't remember from whom because it got Stephanie a couple. As a matter of fact, the first person that sent me Stephanie would have been Waden. Shout out Waden. He tunes in when he can. He's a very busy young guy, but it was after rehearsal, and he said to me, "You will like this," and he read this thing for me. So you can put Stephanie's. It looks like a Tinder profile. You can put that on screen, and we can have a look at Stephanie
Yeah, Stephanie on board.
and see what is that she's saying exactly. Yes, roll easy shoulders would have to do for tonight, right? Hopefully, get some arm as well. So Stephanie is here. She's 28 years old, 5 kilometers away, and she says, "I am 27." Okay, that's the first bit of incongruence I have. One thing says 28, then you start saying you're 27. I am assuming that your bio did not update, but the app itself, because of your date of birth, updated your age. So she says, I'm 27 and I am a mom to 6 children who currently don't stay with me. No. All right, let's keep going. 27 for 6. All right, West Indies numbers. Here we go. I am looking for a guy that I can trust, has children or would like children, has a car, lives in Exeter, Yeovil, Sherburne, Poole. I am looking for a long-term relationship, marriage. Guy has to be age 18 and over and accept the fact that I am currently pregnant by my ex.
Oh, bumbo class.
Now, Stephanie, I applaud you for your candor. I applaud you for your honesty, Stephanie. But a lot of people sent this out. We got this a couple of times. But we didn't send it in first. So I'll give him the credit for this one. Girlfriend is 27 for 6, Neil.
27 for 6.
27 for 6. It'd be interesting to know if the 6 all belong to the same wicket taker. If it's all for the same bowler, or if those 6 wickets are scattered around. But she says, Neil, that she's looking for a guy she can trust.
Of course.
I find that particularly hilarious. And she's looking for a long-term relationship. Now, at 27, 6, you're looking for a long-term relationship or marriage, she says. Yeah, fellas. We spoke about this last week, right? As a matter of fact, this particular topic is what got us in a little bit of hot water last week, Neil, if you remember correctly.
Oh, vividly.
Because it was 4 for 4.
4 for 4.
Right? And that was an issue. But, well, they said there was nothing wrong with 4 for 4, apparently. But this 27 for 6 clearly is a problem, right? Most people were like, yeah, Stephanie crazy. You know what I mean? As a matter of fact, this post was actually made it to White Collar Crime. And the ladies roasted Stephanie in the chat, in the comment section of White Collar Crime.
Oh, look at that.
I mean, roasted. And I found it ironic. I found it laughable. No, sure, all the 6 that are separate. Number 7 is on the way. And she's keen to have more children, it seems. Right? But for all my guys out there, please just,
To the no.
yeah, leave it out. Don't mess with Stephanie. Stephanie got some stuff she needs to sort out on her own. And I would not suggest to any man that he hitch his wagon to Stephanie and those 6 children, well, 7. For me, those kind of numbers, when you start to talk those kind of numbers and they're kind of scattered around, I'm wondering, where's the stability? You know what I mean? I know it's a word you like a lot, Neil. Stability. I don't use it often. But that's a word that you use a lot.
I do. It's
Where's
important.
Stability? Yeah, I suppose it is. Yeah, it's important, I guess. But where's the stability in a situation like that? Jimmy said it last week on Tuesday. He said it. The more interactions you have with, the more people you have, the more you increase the probability of somebody being crazy. Yeah.
Mhm.
And well, Stephanie sounds like she might be a little bit off her rocker as well. But I don't know. It's not the most advantageous position that a young man should put himself in. You know, I don't know what you think.
No. I mean, Stephanie. I know what to tell you about Stephanie, man. Stephanie gonna be insane because, first things first, you're clearly on a dating app, a dating,
Mm-hmm.
profile thing.
While she's pregnant, you know?
Well, she's pregnant, right? Stephanie, her grammar is atrocious. But then if you haven't, I mean, no, don't let me say that.
Yeah,
Don't let me say that. But my issue with Stephanie is that what you're doing for the dating app. Use 27 for 6, almost 7. You have not. You say you want these things. You want man you can trust. Has children, which is crazy to me. I would like children, which is even crazier to me. Looking for long term or marriage. As you like to say, Derek, man, go pick up you and you 7 children.
Yeah.
Right. I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
know. And she has this picture, this look of, I am really,
Yeah.
I'm it. I'm the cat. She has a little swagger there in her profile pic, as if to say, how have you not hit up my DMs yet?
You know, right?
Yeah.
But
And
anymore the words of Caswell.
It's not gonna work with me.
it ain't gonna work with me. Nope. Correct. Yeah, Stephanie, and this is the thing, right? Because we had a conversation in the Senate, not gonna name specifics or anything like that, but something was brought to our attention today in our group chat, and it was like the number and the amount of children and the various specifics. It is mind-boggling, and it is mind-boggling to think that people believe they can have multiple children, as much as 6, 7, under 30, whether it's for one man or not. I mean, I refuse. I know people can come with the anecdotal and say, but she could have married a man and be all into the man, and the man could have said he want big family and this and that next, and then it done. It broke up. The man do jump, whatever, right? But I still think that you have to kind of think for yourself, right? You got to kind of weigh the options. You want a big family, how big? Because it's your body, right? And not only that, but we talked about the men on Tuesday. The stability, what you doing? Yes, you can provide all the money in the world, but you teaching your children though. You got 7 children. You furthermore, you got a woman pregnant and she dating somebody else. So you didn't do something. something is working out there. And I don't know, man. We need to normalize discernment, and we got to normalize take your time though. Like, it's alright, we all love sex. But there are methods out there to stop you from having children if you are not ready or if you're uncertain about your partner. Don't let me just be out here procreating for procreation's sake. I mean, you can tell me no, all 7 of them was planned, Stephanie. You can really try to tell me now that you feel entitled to want what you want and that the mom was this and that and the next and the third. Not saying it can't happen, Stephanie, but I wish you the best of luck. And then I can see Stephanie getting vexed if somebody say, well, you gotta send me a pic, or you gotta tell me how much what you do, or how much you think, or how involved. Like, they're gonna have a lot of intimate questions going on there that I know Stephanie can be like, well, who's you to ask me? Because to me, first thing I want to know is how involved these children fathers are in their lives. Right? That's important to me. If they're not involved, that's a problem, and if they're involved, that's a problem. So
That's a problem.
And before y'all jump on us, the reason why it's a problem if they're involved is because you don't know what sort of men they are. You don't know. The men might be involved, but have no problem in cursing and watching porn in front of the children. So I know, Stephanie. Good luck.
I clearly Stephanie doesn't know who they are either.
Oh dear.
Because they're done.
Oh dear.
Yeah, and
You're
I don't
right.
mean in that she doesn't know who the men themselves are,
Mm.
but when we talking about in terms of the character, clearly Stephanie is unaware of exactly what it is she got herself into. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Cheryl say, and if you for those who want children that can't, and she there popping them out and want mine.
I mean,
girl.
girl.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what it is, man.
that is what it is.
So we got that for later. Let me crack on because I don't think there's much more to say about
No. Yeah, she need an intervention.
And they saw what we got there now, Neil.
Stop asking.
Yes. Hashtag Maury says Sharon.
All right, we on screen here now.
All right. So we're about a couple seconds behind you.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, stop asking a woman where she wants to go and just book a reservation. I saw this on our good friend Kwame's page today. He was asking the question. And I did not because I felt like I would have seen some mess in the comment section. So I did not dive into his comment section to see what the responses were.
Mm-hmm.
But I really want to hear from the people in the chat tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Stop asking what it is where she wants to go. Just book a reservation.
Mm-hmm.
For me, Neil, I am all for, being proactive. I am all for taking that initiative and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
However, I feel as if that you're setting up yourself for some mess somewhere along the way because I can see that ending badly after a little while, I'm actually sending you something, Neil, that you can run on screen here. No, it relates to this very thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sending you that now.
Right, no problem.
And yeah, I feel like if that opens a can of worms, so a whole set of other stuff. So just let me know when you got this on screen running.
All right, hold on 1 second. I just downloaded it. Putting it into the software now.
But yeah, I feel as if you need to kind of approach it from the standpoint of we are going out tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Or would you like to go tonight? I want to take you out tonight. What do you have a preference for? Where you feel like eating? However you want to say in your own speak. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because to just make a reservation, they always say, well, I am about that. I don't eat this or you don't eat that.
Well,
it kind of requires you to have a bit of knowledge of your partner.
Well, yeah. I mean,
before.
Well, I can run the video and then I can give my thoughts on it. So
yeah, I think this guy is
never decide where she wants to eat.
So let's
get in the car, have her guess where you're going, and then take her to that place that she said first. Watch.
Oh, this.
Hey, guess where we're going for lunch?
Sushi?
Yeah, how'd you know?
Not bad. I like that. Good night, Tanti Cheryl in the house. Good night. Hope everything is well. But yeah, Derek. So I actually like what that guy did. My guy says, you know what? Guess where we're going for lunch. And first thing she says, or guess where we're going to eat. First thing she says, yeah. Yeah.
We roll with that.
Yeah.
The challenge with that, Neil, is that your preferences go through the window.
Well, you see, this is my school of thought, right? This is my school of thought. No, I don't have a problem with the meme. The meme says, start asking women and just book. There is nothing wrong with doing that every now and then, right? You take the initiative, you lead as a man, you say, look, I taking up my woman, I go in and, as you said, Derek, you have knowledge about what she likes to eat, where she likes to eat or whatever. You take that into consideration, you book a reservation. However, as you say, your wants, needs, and desires get thrown out the window. That's why I think the dating process is so important, because she has to understand. So, like, for me, I like to tell the person I'm dating the places I like to eat and what I like to eat. And if they like to eat those similar things, then we're good to go. If she doesn't like to eat those types of things, she can find something on the menu, and vice versa, right? I don't see anything wrong with booking a reservation every now and then. Me personally, I am a very intimate person, so I would probably, as a man, I'd rather buy a pizza. Derek, we talked about this. You buy a pizza, get some glasses of wine, and get something, someplace intimate, quiet, secluded. Some people may think that that's cheap, but I actually think that means more to me than actually going out. I think going out and dining for me is, you go and dine in, you want to be amongst people, right? You want to look like two people that like one another. But to me, the more important types of dates for me are the dates where it's one-on-one and no one else. Whereas, you don't have to engage, you don't have to worry about messy food, poor service, long waits for food. You kind of control everything within the context of the relation, of the date. And I actually think that from my experience, women would appreciate that more because you leave very little room for error. You control everything. You've brought the food, you've brought the drinks, you've picked the location, you've set the mood. If you have any music or anything like that, you set everything. Therefore, nothing can go wrong because you're in control as the man. So, the food can't come late because you got the food ready. The music can't just suddenly shut off because you got the music playing. The location can be crowded because you choose the location. So you control everything. The drinks in and come late. You know what I mean? So you control everything when it comes to that. And women like that. Women like to know that you as a man have everything under control. Whereas when you go to a restaurant, the service is poor, the food is not good, the entertainment is not good, the ambiance is not good. All of these things can lead into saying, okay, next time we better choose where we can eat. Because it's my, going on. So that's it for me. I have no problem with dining out. Dining out is nice every now and then. But to me, I like to control. If I can do a date, let me control everything. Let me, fix. I will cook the meal, you buy the wine, or shoot, I might cook meal, buy wine, everything, and we go, for a picnic or something. So that's just me.
Sure, all say if someone can take the lead from time to time, but it should be a mutual decision. Because I know as a woman, I can get moody. And one time I would love the thought, then the next time I'm like, I ain't like that. And that is the challenge you face. So I think that guy that we've had on screen, he has cracked the code.
Yeah.
Asks, and like, where you think we're going? Yeah. All right, cool. We can work with that. Dion says if it's someone you're dating for a while, you should kind of know likes and dislikes, allergies, etc. If you meet her and she's a spontaneous type, then she may like it. Yeah. Different strokes for different folks. But even within a situation like that, Dion, you will find you and your partner might like a particular restaurant, but she would eat different things from the restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
Like me, if I go to certain places, eat the same thing every time.
Yeah. That's me too.
To the point where there's no, there was a particular restaurant I would go to very often. The rest, I turn up, they bring coffee for me. I don't, irrespective of what time of day it is. They bring coffee with me. You guys know I like the coffee. They bring the coffee. I didn't even have to ask. The way they would come and ask, yeah, this particular order. Yep. Thanks. Got with water or lemonade. Water is fine. Good. Bam. We order done place. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it depends, but my partner, no, she would want something different each and every time. So it depends on, even within a situation like that. It could be different things, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So let me crack on here. We're moving steadily.
Going into after 2 months?
Yeah.
All right.
Guys, if your girl would never decide where she
wants one to me, I cannot remember whom. Mm-hmm. And I saw it pick up in another chat it was in, and somebody posted on the comments from it. Actually, I saw 2 responses to this. It said, after 2 months, you're going from screen deal.
Oh, sorry. Should come back up there. Sorry.
Yeah. And we go, after 2 months of talking, I told this guy yesterday that I wasn't ready for a relationship. And he responded, it's been great. Hope you have a good one. And then he blocked me. No effort, no pressure applied. I'm devastated. No. This is where we start to get the more serious side of things, right, Gil?
Mm-hmm.
After 2 months of talking, investment going back and forth and stuff like that, you then decide, I really want this relationship thing. And the man says, all right, cool. And push on.
Mm-hmm. Thanks for your memories.
You know what I mean? Because in a situation like that, within 2 months, a guy is generally going to make some kind of investment. It might not just be his time, but it's going to be his effort. It's going to be his money a lot of times as well. And then you just decided, hey, I'm able to take number one. And the guy says, all right, no problem, cool. And he blocked you. And you are now devastated. That's the part that I don't get. Mm. Why are you devastated? Yeah?
Mm-hmm. Pardon me?
No, I'm trying to figure out why she's devastated. I see Kwame asking, where did you get this 2 month one from? Because he posted that just today. Yeah, I actually somebody sent it to me.
Yeah.
Yesterday or something like that.
Yeah.
We connected, Kwame. We connected. We linked up, dog. We linked up in these Facebook streets. So we get the inside info. But yeah, somebody sent it to me. Dion is saying for me she wrong, being about the games. Cheryl says you can't be devastated. You just tell the man you about it. The fuck. Cover. Natalia is in the house. Welcome, Tali.
Good night,
Yeah, I
Natalia.
agree with the ladies. Okay, Omar saying he saw it posted in the Facebook group he's in, and the guy was dragged. And I don't know why. Because check it. Let's say it went the other way. Suppose, you know, my guy had said, you know what? You see about nothing. Or suppose he knew he wasn't about anything. Because clearly this guy wanted a relationship on some kind of level.
Right.
Suppose it was the other way, and he knew he was like, nah, I ain't really about that. I just want little sex. And he dragged her along. He let her on for 2 months. Hit and quit. Pump and dump. Lash and dash. We will be saying that this man is a dog.
Yeah.
Here it is. My man decided, you know what? You don't want that from me? It's cool. Block. I don't need no more friends. Because that's the next thing. Fellas, you don't need to be friends with ladies. You don't. Do not give ladies your non-sexual attention.
Wait, hold on. I feel like I need to play the church music here. Play church music?
Yeah, play church music. Play church music. Yeah? Because here's the reality, right? Very often, you will start out, you'll be friends with a lady and all is well and fine, everything cool. And you would have a girlfriend, she's your friend, and sometimes, you know, there may go a little bit of contention between your friend and your girlfriend, right? And you as a man will have to say to your friend, hey, this is my girl. This can't work. You know, you ain't gonna ease up a little bit. And she may begrudgingly decide to ease up a little bit, and it's cool, everything good. All right. But she gets a boyfriend. You ain't got nobody. Suddenly, no, the dynamic shit. Because you can't now encroach on her relationship.
Can't do it. Cannot do it.
You can't do it. She will not allow you.
No, she won't.
Right? You ain't need a friend. Fellas, you ain't need no friends.
You need no new friends there.
You got all the friends you need. Trust me. So you wanted something, she didn't want it. All right, you block, you move on. It's 2 months. And like, let me stick a pin here and backtrack a little bit because I got friends in this chat who are female, right? Like my girl Tali would message me from time to time. Dion talk every day, right? But here's the difference. I know that long, right? I know that from school, right? We come up a long time together. So it's a different story here now. When you can tell me, but yeah, that's the dynamic. In a 2-month relationship, block and delete in. But when it's a friend out for years, that's a different story. You know what I mean? So block and delete. There's a difference. There's a difference.
A difference.
You know what I mean? It's the difference between 2 months and 15, 20 years. The man wanted the relationship, you didn't want it, he blocked you. No harm, no foul, no pressure. Why are you devastated? I don't get it. Ladies, make up your mind. But I'll tell you, right? A couple of weeks ago, somebody sent me some screenshots with a guy who was, you know, chasing down a woman for like 5-6 years in the DMs and stuff like that. And she was also offended because he kept coming in her DMs and harassing her. But you don't block your man though?
Because she like the attention.
I tell a friend, my boy Steve, shout out Steve, every time Steve all the time, validation is a hell of a drug. A hell of a drug. And fellas, these ladies, they know they ain't got nothing for you. They know that. And ladies, let me be real. When a fella asks you, he wants some sex. Yeah, it's up to you to determine how long you can, if you can give him, how long you can make you wait for it, and what else you're going to bring along with the sex for this man to stay.
We're gonna trump the
But when a
sex.
fella asks you, yeah, we're gonna trump the sex. When a fella asks you, you want to get in them drawers, right? I ain't gonna front with you. That's where it is. Don't think he want to ask you for stimulating conversation, right? So when that fella asks you, it's up to you to you control the access to sex. Yeah, you control the access to sex as a woman. You made it clear as a woman, I really want the sex, and that man will truck on. It's when the mixed signals come, because you don't want to give up the sex, but you like the validation. You like that when you want to feel good, you can send this man a picture and he can comment and say, "You're looking sweet, darling." And you know it's always be the fella that ain't got a chance and be in the comments.
Oh,
you're
the queen, you know, be the queen
yeah,
you were meant to
look
be.
at queen and all
Black
the
excellence.
flames on and all that stuff, you know what I mean? It's all the fella that ain't getting none that in the comments like that.
Not me.
Right?
Not me.
So fellas, ladies, if you know you're about that, don't send the mixed signals. If you're about it, cut it off. Tell the man straight we could be friends and that'll be that. But rest assured, if you man about a friendship, that's what can happen.
He reserves the right.
He reserves the right. He don't owe you nothing, you don't owe he nothing. Keep it trucking.
On Fox.
Yeah? I know we got to support that one, Neil.
All right, let me just end the church music here. That was a sermon by the Honorable Pastor Marshall. But yeah, I completely agree. To me, I feel as though, and it's very interesting you mentioned validation, right? Men chase, right? A lot of women want to be chased. And the chase within itself, the hoops, the trials and tribulations that you have to go through to get to her, slaying the dragon, fighting the army, doing puzzles to get her to the booby trap, like all of these things you gotta do just to free the princess or to attain the princess, is validation for her, and it really does nothing for you but makes you look weaker and weaker and weaker unless she's into you. It's all a roll of the dice. So I think that it's very funny. Women don't really validate men in that on that level, on that, you know, at that time. It's very rare. Don't let me say women don't do it. It is very rare because I have been validated by women at that courtship stage of a relationship. But yeah, I mean, women, as Derek said, if you know you're about it or whatever, and you let the man know he ain't about it, you know, and there's another thing, right? I can add to this. I agree with everything you said, Derek. The only thing I would add to that, which we've spoken about in this space, is have that unsexy conversation earlier. I'm talking about the first 2-3 conversations. What you about? What are your intentions? I literally asked a woman what her intentions were. I literally asked the woman first conversation, what are your intentions? Right? And she was, you know, she was a little taken aback, but she appreciated the candor and the forthright nature of that, because it sets the tone for what the engagement will be. Right? You know, we discussed it, we both on the same page, and you know, it became what it became. But the point is that have that conversation early, trust and believe. If y'all have that conversation, you say, look, I bought a man, and the man said, look, I just about getting in them drawers, then y'all are not the same. Y'all are not on the same page. Y'all can bid a goodbye, save 2 months. If the man say he bought a relationship and you see you bought a relationship, if after 2 months you realize, yeah, you in it for me, then if the man block and delete you, the man block and delete you. That's, I mean, it don't feel good to get ghosts or whatever, but at the end of the day, if the man was serious about a relationship, you tell the man he is not, and you did not give him any indication along the way that you were not about him or the relationship, you just drop it for the man one day, the man is going to feel slighted, and the man going to feel like this woman was carrying me along for a ride. So,
I'll tell you, Neil, Kwame is here saying, especially in the age where persistence or repeated attempts equals harassment. Correct. We live in a very funny time now, and then the screenshots of your private conversations become fodder for John Public to laugh at on somebody's social media or in a court case. You know what I mean? And there's something you didn't really sign up for. Cross is saying, at first I thought the blocking was a bit much, but then she says she's devastated. So she clearly wanted to be chased. But after 2 months, we don't have time for that, y'all. he was about it, and you said you're clearly not. You said clearly you're not. I suspect there were other red flags from her end too, from her end to cause him to roll out so hard. Yeah, had to be. And this guy, he saw the flag. I saw the signs, and he rolled out.
Yeah.
He didn't stick up.
Yeah, he
And
ain't stick.
I appreciate that. I dig that because I think too often we kind of stay in situations, kind of like hoping, oh, let me see if I could kind of rear she down a little bit. Nah, keep it trucking.
Listen, I don't
Because-
listen. Sorry, Derek. Don't wear, fellas. Don't wear down the body. Women, don't wear down the body. As you go wear down something that as a person to try to get in there, you just wear down stone. You just wear down metal. You know, don't wear down. Don't wear
But
down.
here's the thing about wearing down to Neil, it's a long process.
I mean,
It's a long process.
so
you know
long,
what I mean?
arduous.
You don't ain't a 2 week turnaround where you know. And fellas, a woman knows, and if you make her bear me out, women put some words in the chat here, you know, if you know I telling the truth. A woman knows from the time she sees you which box she has you in.
Facts.
If you can get some, she knows from the time she sees you,
Facts.
this fella can get some.
After that first
If you ain't
interaction,
getting
facts.
You are in that box. He ain't getting nothing. He ain't there with the rest.
But facts.
You understand? And here's the important thing. You can't do anything to change her mind. She has to see something in you for her to make that decision on her own to change her mind. You can't do anything about it.
Listen, and let me just talk as a man that has fought out of a friend zone already, right? Fellas, and some women, because I know women sometimes go through this, right? If a woman says she just bought a friend and she ain't about you, it gonna hurt, but move along. I have fought out of a friend zone for what felt like forever. It was literally, don't let me tell a lie on myself. The better part of like near 5 years. Three or so years, I tried to get out of friend zone back in the day, way back in the day, right? And at the end, she, with hesitation, dated me. You know what happened? It didn't work out because she always had hesitation. She always felt like we were on the same page.
Yep.
So you know what? I knew she was attracted to me. I knew that, you know, if it came to, I don't know. But in terms of a relationship, yeah, I could have tell it was a hesitation on the stick up. So fellas, don't fight out in the friend zone. You know what I'm saying? If the woman want you to be a friend, no problem. Trust me, you can know when a woman got sent for you in the first interaction.
Yep. Justin, welcome. Justin in the chat. Justin said, I think it's a matter of not being willing to expend any more of your resources. Maybe he was protecting himself from being a man in a joy relationship. Yeah, I agree.
Shoot, or
Stick a pin on that.
Or like Steve Maps.
Yeah, Steve Wu. You know what I mean? on this particular point that he says not being willing to expend any more of your resources. I don't know how many people in the chat have watched this picture called on Netflix Sex Life or something like Sex/Life. I don't know how to really, you know, verbalize it, but Sex Life is a picture. I'm encouraging Neil to give it a watch so we can have a discussion on it.
Next week,
right?
for sure, we can talk about it. I just need to watch it.
So hopefully next week we'll talk about it and see, because there's so much to extrapolate from because I'm like 5 episodes in or so, and there's so much to extrapolate from those episodes in terms of of female nature, being red pill aware. There's so much to extrapolate. So guys, watch Sex Life on Netflix. Check it out. Give it a watch because we can come back next week. We can talk about it. In terms of stuff like alpha male versus beta male provider, that kind of thing. We can talk about that next week because I find this series particularly fascinating. So yeah, just a point to Justin's point, right? Dion says, here's the thing too, it can't be easy to be friends with someone you have feelings for, so he's saving his mental space. Yes, because you are forever chasing. There's a difference between pursuing and chasing. Fellas, pursue, don't chase, right? Cross. I'm with the guy piecing out. I'm just not a big blocker myself. So that was my initial thought. As I said, he right, not mad at all.
Yeah, shout out Keitha. Keitha saying Sex Life in for the week.
It's not, apparently. Apparently a lot of people got triggered. The guy that, because a couple of people suggested it to me. Neil. Dion was one, I think the first, then like two, somebody else, and then Lord Man and all
Lord Man,
chat.
shout out, Lord Man.
Yeah, shout
The
out
villainous
Mario
Lord
and
Man.
he right up there with Skeletor, right?
Skeletor LeBron.
Yeah, Skeletor, LeBron, Carmela Anthony. Yeah, as Keith said, it's not for the weak because there are a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff in there that's very triggering. So if your partner going through some stuff, I would suggest that you watch it with your partner. Much like Gone Girl at Acrimony.
I still ain't watched Gone Girl nor Acrimony, boy. Look, I treated them like 12 years a slave. I treated them like Amistad. I treated them like slave movies that can just trigger me. I just feel like they can be horrible. But anyhow.
So don't watch Acrimony or Gone Girl with your partner, gentlemen. And don't watch Sex Life with your partner. And that goes, gentlemen as well, right? Just say. Oh, okay, Natalia, she says, he writing a whole soliloquy in the DMs and she know he ain't getting anywhere. Don't lead on people or waste anybody's time. Yeah. Just think men get shamed a lot for not settling for friendship. It's hilarious that people can decide what you should do for your own peace of mind and happiness. Yep. Cross, did she even mean it when she said she didn't want a friendship? Say, should have been straight up. We don't have time for it, man. But here's
country
the thing,
games. Country games.
Country praises. I truly believe that she meant it when she said she didn't want a relationship. I believe that. Because if a relationship was on the cards, that would have been clear. Right? That would have been clear. She didn't make it clear. So when she finally declared her hand, I ain't really about the relationship thing. I was like, okay, I see you. Deuces. She was cool with the validation. She was cool with the foodie calls. Hey, come and go get dinner or whatever. And she like, yeah. And she rolled. But no, they might want a relationship with you about it right now. Kit Rocks. Steve, all that work into here. I'm sorry, Mario, but your princess is in another castle. Exactly.
You know, just think about the meme.
Yeah.
Shout out Mario Loki.
Yeah, man. I see the girls got ones in the chat. The girls know exactly where to put in here, man.
Yeah.
So, fellas, take note. The ladies know where you are.
Oh, when they got it for you.
In terms, you know what I mean? To shout out Chris's mom. But for a man, he would get, don't run behind the bus nor no woman.
Facts.
That's what she would tell us from small.
Facts.
Yeah? So let me crack on here.
Mm-hmm.
What we got there next?
We got to spare a moment. We got to have a moment of silence. You muted, Derek. You muted.
Sorry about that. This was a sad day. Yes, Cross. I said foodie calls, but we can take a moment silence for. We can take a moment silence for my guy Dr. Dre.
You gonna say that to me because I heard it probably. He said that to me. He said it to me. No. Said that to me. No.
Yeah, Dr. Dre and his ex-wife $300,000 a month. But Cross, yes, Cross. I did say foodie calls. Those are a thing. But yes, is it similar? A man will get a booty call, a woman will get a foodie call. Coming out to any month, a woman will call you up. You go to dinner. Why? Because she want you to pay, and she will get food out of the deal. It's a real thing. Yeah, Dr. Dre has to pay his ex-wife $300,000 a month or $3 million a year in spousal support, not child support, until she remarries or dies.
Can I? All right, you go long. You go first.
Go ahead, my brother. Go ahead.
No, I thought tonight was going to be easy night, right? Now, again, with these fan submissions and with the things Derek sends me to put on the program, I try not to read. I try so that y'all can get my. I saw this. I know it was about Dr. Dre. I know about him early this year and all this mess. But this is the first time that I am reading it the amount and the stipulation until she remarries or dies. No. Derek knows how I feel about this situation. Derek knows especially how I would, before she was asking for some absurd amount of money per month. I think it was like $2 million a month.
Yeah,
it was
almost.
Yeah, right. No, 300,000 is not $2 million a month, but it's still $300,000, right?
It is.
This is what Neil Hoyt would do. Any woman out there watching this that has eyes on me and saying I would make a good husband, right? Consider that if you ever get divorced, you ask me for any sort of spousal support, especially if I get rich. Well, when I get rich, and you right when I get rich or when we get rich, and you want to come and hit me for hundreds of thousands of dollars when a month come for child support and spousal support, I am going to say, Judge, no problem. $300,000 a month, no problem. I'll do it. No problem. You getting 2 payments on the 1st and the 15th. You getting $300,000 in odd cents. Well, we ain't got odd cents no more. You get it in 5 cents. I getting how many ever dump trucks it take to deliver $150,000 in 5 cents to you twice a month is how much I will pay, and I delivering it to you front yard. Try me, because this is until you remarry, or because you can be slick and talk about how I ain't finding a boy else to marry. You ain't gonna work with me.
You ain't gonna work with me.
You ain't gonna work with me. I delivering my money in 5 cents. If in the States, odd cents, right? Because this is nonsense. There is nothing. I don't care what our lifestyle is. I do not care. There are exceptions. If you with me on the come up and you help fund my dream and you help rub my head when I can figure out problems, you help me problem solve certain things to get my $1 billion business to where it is, they're fine. You know what I mean? Sure, you're entitled to whatever the judge says. But here at tune, right? I rich. I got my money. I worth $1 billion. I see you, I like you, and I want you, I date you, and I marries you, right? We have I know how I can be marrying somebody after I got $1 billion. I ain't gonna lie to you. But anyhow.
Nope.
So we married.
Not me.
Exactly. We married. You hit me, we have children, and for whatever reason, you decide you hitting me for 6, right? All right. How you really mean that
To the delivery.
after all of these years, me giving you, as a man, I believe if I got money, I can be trying to put it into you so that you can start a business and you can have your own money. So if you feel you can just get your nails done and like nobody pool all day while again out there running my $1 billion empire, you wrong. Because I am gonna give you money. I can say, babe, you want to do what was your passion, was something that you're very interested in. You tell me, I can give you money, I can help you start a business, I can even hire people to get that business off the ground. After that, looking back at your door. So when you divorce, you ain't getting the money from me that sorbet though. $300,000 a month. Nothing. And the thing is, right? Their children are grown.
Spousal support.
So spousal support. Spousal support. I am paying. To me, it's even worthlessness if you paying $300,000 for children, little children or whatever. Cause there ain't a child out there that worth $300,000 support when you might come. Unless the child eating formula from the trees of Madagascar on the mountains of Timbuktu. I don't know. But that ain't working with me. So understand, when you hit Neil for 6 and you get $300,000 a month out of me, brace yourselves. Make sure that the land in front of your house in landscape. Make sure that your neighbors don't have a problem with 20 dump trucks coming to deliver 5 cent pieces to you. Because they ain't gonna pay. Cause you ain't gonna carry me court and say, I pay. Listen, you know how petty I am? I see when people talk about petulation. Yeah, people talk about petulations and things, right? I will hire people to count the 5 cents. I will have people to source the 5 cents. I will hire the company to deliver them. I would spend $1 million just to deliver that money in 5 cent pieces to you, though. I'm that kind of man. I'm that kind of man.
I'll tell you what, right, Neil? I'll tell you what. I am a guy. experienced a lot in my time on this earth, right? And I've interacted with a lot of different people. And I never forget, a couple of years ago, I went to a fete that shan't be named. And I ran into a guy we used to run around and stuff, play together when it was coming up. I was a little boy, right? And this guy who shan't be named either, he had in a couple drinks and he said to me quite plainly in the middle of a fete, you know, we lock up, hey, we going on, embrace and everything cool. He said, listen, man, Derek, man, here what's going on. Clearly inebriated. I killing people now for $5,000. So if you got anybody that you want to get rid of, just give me a holler, you know, and I can organize them for you. And you know, I was quite stunned, to say the least, right? But what I will say, Dr. Trey, hope you're listening to that story. We live here in Barbados. $5,000, right? It's significantly cheaper than 300,000. That's all I'm gonna say to you, Dr. Dre. 5,000 is significantly less.
Play it again, play it again, play it again, man.
Yeah, that's all he's saying. It has to be cheaper. It has to be. $300,000.
I killing a body there. I killing a boy there. I kill a body.
I ain't saying that about killing a boy in here. I just saying an offer was made to me. I am simply, you know, kind of just putting the services out there.
But look at what I'm doing, right? Look at what I'm doing. I'm employing people. I am giving work to the black community. Stimulating the economy by trying to get your spousal support, right? Look, I saw a bad mind, right? I am so a bad mind. I will send a man, I will pay a man twice a month to go and cut your grass. I bad mind to the hill. I will pay money to a landscaper to make sure that no grass growing on that front lawn so I can deliver my 5 cent pieces, right? Nothing ain't to grow up there. Nothing.
I suspect that nothing will grow there if you dump your because by the time you finish scooping all that money on that drop on the first, you drop the next on the 15th.
Listen, it don't matter to me what you're doing in 2 weeks, you know, but know when the 15th coming, the money coming. So if you ain't got that front yard clear, that's a matter for you. And it coming the first too. So get your affairs in order here. The law ain't to say I ain't delivering my money. All right, with your money, cause
all right, then let me go forward. Let me see what else we got there.
All right, we got this is November 2020.
Yes.
We on screen now. Should be coming out there for you shortly.
Cross is saying y'all realize money isn't the same to them as it is to us. Money is money, Cross. Everybody like money.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. You can't make this ish up. November 2020, I courted and briefly dated a woman of interest. I let her know upfront my requirements. One of those requirements is to be childless. Her response, oh, okay, well, I don't have any children, but I'm curious why you don't date women with children. My response, because stepdaddy isn't on my resume. I don't invest into another man's legacy. I don't want a half-eaten steak with some of the man bit off. Wow, that was interesting. Thread. Anyhow, she says, okay, well, I don't have any kids. Cool. Took her out on a luxurious date, bought her roses every 3 to 4 days for a month, courted her as a gentleman with relationship intentions. She invited me, spent time with her family members for Thanksgiving at an Airbnb. Everything was right in the universe until her family members started showing up and her sisters walked in the house, looked at the woman I was dating and said, girl, where are my nieces and nephews at? My ear jumped out like a German shepherd. Nieces? Nephews? She looks at me, then looks at her sister, walks off to the side, and they both start whispering while looking at me. Of course, I found out she had 6 kids from her cousin.
Wait. You play. Wait, hold on. Wait. Don't move. You gotta play one more thing, because for some reason, wait, hold on. You. Give me that again.
Of course, I found out she had 6 kids from her cousin. And the father had full custody. I blocked her ASAP. If you're going to lie about having kids, make sure all your family members participate. Point of this post and proof: why are a lot of black women putting on a mask, catfishing their basic and below average lifestyle or situation, hoping that after a man invests time, emotions, and money, that when these women mask comes off, that love will conquer their false advertisement. Yeah. So many people in the chat were saying they couldn't read it. I hope they were able to follow
At least listen.
the story as it was recounting it. Yes, Cheryl, she had 6 kids from her cousin. 6 kids from her cousin. I don't even know what to say to that. Children are interesting. It's difficult to kind of hide children. So I don't know how she was planning to kind of resolve that situation at the end. But to his point, he's saying, she seemed to think that the man would make the initial investment and then she'd be like, hey, surprise. And he was supposed to kind of live with it because he was already too deeply involved or deeply invested. You know what I mean?
But then
and it's interesting because if you look at the story we dealt with only a couple minutes ago, Neil, in terms of the guy who blocked the girl after 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
He wanted to get into something deeper. She said she didn't.
Mm-hmm.
And so my guy rolled out. This chick, she didn't say up front that this was her situation. Led this guy to believe that, well, yeah, we cool and we going forward. Then up pops her sister asking for her nieces and nephews, plural.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So he told us like, wait a minute. So he would have invested, as I said again, guys, invested time, effort, money, because he said he was buying roses and sending out and stuff like that. He taking her. I don't know, because let me say it up front. This all like some ghettoism out to the highest, like, right? This is a ratchetry going on right here, because so I don't know what luxurious looks like to them, but my mom buying roses. From my perspective, a rose in Barbados costs about $12, right? So, he buy roses every couple of weeks and stuff like that. He at least spent $12, and he said roses plural, so more than one.
Mm-hmm.
So he's spending luxurious for them might be a big man, but he's investing time, he's invested his effort, he's invested his money, because, and he said up front, he wanted somebody with no children. And she point blank said, "Hey, I ain't got no children." How do you deny your children? Are you that desperate to get a date that you're like, yeah, I ain't got no children, and you have 6 of them?
Yeah, then I ain't getting any mathematics there.
You got 6, not just one. You got 6, right? So how on earth do you plan to just like, these don't exist?
For you cousin
but
too,
I guess because she figured they were living with somebody else that she could kind of get away with it. I don't know what you think. Give me your thoughts on this one.
I feel like, you know me, I used to be a little naive and a little sheltered in some of these things, right? So I like to believe that this is a work of fiction. I can't believe that a woman can lie when she's 6 children. I mean, and then you had it for your cousin. It just sounds like a fairy tale. Well, not even a fairy tale. It sounds like a jump. Yeah, I can't offer any other insight into that. I'm sorry if you all want a rant or something profound, but the point is that I don't know how you like for even one child. If you want a man so badly, right, that you can lie on your 6 children, you maybe need to kind of reevaluate what your priorities are in life, because anytime you like to me and tell me you ain't got no children, and then come to find out that you got 6 children hiding, one, I can say you's a liar of the highest order. Like, you ain't just a liar, you's a liar. You's a liar supreme. You're the last boss of the game layered. You're the last boss of the game layered, right? So to me, there is that, and then in the end, you lied to me. We was hoping to happen that I say,
Yeah.
you know what, I love you, so I can stick
I
this
already
out.
love you, so it don't matter.
But none of these ain't mine. So, however you get them sorted out is at you. But don't lie to me on that level, man. Well, 6 children, she.
Yeah. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Nobody got time for that. So let me crack on here because I think we got one more story that we can get into. And this might be the
No, we got. Let me see here. We got. Well, yeah, but they got something they just download that I want. I got. You see, not only you can bring it to is that you're a read, right? I got a little something, a little levity here that we could do at the end of it, right? So we going with the cheating husband. It should be on screen now.
cool. Let me give those in here who require glasses. I will give you a read down so that you are aware of what we were talking about. So, cheating on my husband with 2 men. I've been married to my husband for 5 years, and our marriage is full of life and love. The sex is amazing, and he's very kind and supportive. I want to spend the rest of my life with him, but I've made a huge mistake. For context, my husband is really smart. Like, some things it's creepy. He can recognize patterns and use them to predict what will happen or what has happened, and knows a little about everything. He doesn't talk much except with me and close friends. He's a computer engineer and works for a well-known company, name withheld. And he has supported me and also helped me to get a high-paying job. So I've never lacked anything in our relationship. I'm bisexual and he lets me sleep with other women. Wait, what?
Wait, hold on there. Hold on. Hold on. That's all I wanted to say.
Well, all right.
That's all I wanted to say.
Good times.
We're back on screen again.
Yeah. Because, yeah. All right. Right. I'm bisexual and he lets me sleep with other women, but not men. He said if it happens with a woman, it's fine. And I've slept with a bunch of women, and I always tell him, he says it turns him on. But to clarify, it's not a fantasy thing. He has never asked for pictures or to join. Wait, what? Dog, you liking you? Anyhow, so a few weeks ago,
Basically court time.
I'm saying there was a party at work. It was hosted in a hotel. All my colleagues were there. I asked my husband to come with me, but he said he was tired. I wanted to sleep, so I went alone. We track on.
You still there?
Yeah, I'm here, man.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I have these 2 male colleagues. They both have always flirted with me and made passes at me in the office, but I don't think much about it because they know I am married, but they are both so hot. So as the night progressed, after having a couple drinks, and I started dancing with them, and they were touching and groping me. It felt good, so I didn't tell them to stop, and it just happened so fast. We went upstairs, and I had sex with the both of them.
Oh,
I felt so guilty about it, and I got dressed and went home. When I got home, I sat in my car for about 20 minutes trying to muster up the courage to face my husband. Wasn't planning on telling him. I went in and he was asleep. I was so scared because my gut is telling me that he knows.
Because it's so full of anyhow.
The next morning, he got up really early and told me that he's going on a work trip and has been gone for 2 weeks now. I think he knows and he's planning his revenge. He is the type that avoids confrontation, so he prefers revenge. And I'm so scared because I don't know what he's going to do. He's so unpredictable when he gets angry. I know I am not scared he'll hurt me or assault me, but he could make me lose my job and everything. I don't know what to do. Edit. I think he knows. Our mutual friend Sally was acting weird today. I went to see Sally and suddenly started talking about my husband and his trip. Sally got weird and was just deflecting. I think I'm going to look for the next one there.
Yeah, I got it should be up. Just give it a minute.
I think I'm going to look for the hotel he's staying at and go see him. Update. I just got a 30 days eviction notice from our house. I tried to call him, but he's not picking up. I drove across 2 states to see his parents, but they haven't heard from him. Now I want to tell him what I did, and I can't find him. I can't even get mad because I suspect he knows.
No,
Yeah.
no. Can I take lead
Go
on
ahead.
this one?
Go ahead, my brother.
No.
Go ahead.
First things first, right? You are married to a man that allows, first things first, everything in the relationship great. The man's
But her
providing.
on admission.
Right. Your man is providing. You don't lack for anything in all the leads. He got you a job. Sex is great. Everything is fine. The man just even let you sleep with other women because of your lifestyle. You're bisexual. Which my man has not tapped into, which is even a bonus cause me and Derek would have done.
I'm saying, shoot.
I mean,
Anytime you need a lover, call on me.
I would say, baby, you want extra hand in the horny causing. Anyhow, so from what I understand is everything is going great in this relationship, right? Now, you go to a party, you engage 2 men, you had a 3-way with the 2 men. You feel guilty. You take only 20 minutes to muster the courage. Cause to me, I feel I would have dipped out. But anyhow, tell you 20 minutes to muster the courage. Now you feel that your husband, who is very, very intelligent, sees patterns and we call it a probability expert of anybody that know the word. Yeah. We call it the looking
a risk calculator.
Right. So my man got some type of intelligence that can where he can decipher patterns and can see before things happen what will happen, right? Probability. And you worried, sister, I think the problem with you is that life was too sweet for you, right? You had it the best of every way possible. You had a high paying job, you had a husband that was doting, sex was great, might even let you have extracurricular activities because of your lifestyle. He was supportive of your chosen lifestyle. And yet you went with 2 co-workers and do the most. Ladies, women that watching this podcast, and men too, because there are some men that women cater to, give them all the sweets and they take a 6 for the night. Do not take a 6 for the night. Because at the end of the day, if you have a man or a woman that provides what you need, checks every box for you, is willing to even but the norm and allow you to explore your sexuality or whatever chosen field or lifestyle you want to engage in, you can see 2 men and left them door, or you can see 2 women and left them door, or you can see a woman and left them, or you can see a man and left them door. Like, somebody sent me something. Oh, I just remembered, right? I can actually try to get this here real quick and put it on screen because this was sent to me today too. And it speaks so well to what we are talking about here. Just give me 1 second. But yeah, I mean, I don't understand how my lady deciding that she is going to engage in sexual activity with 2 men, belly hurting she? No, it was full of saying else, right? Are you going to come and think, I can put it on, right? I can put it on screen now with exactly what somebody sent to me today. Shout out Victoria. She would have sent this. It says, healthy relationships feel boring to people who are used to relationships filled with toxicity and drama. They are not sure what to do with love that is calm, kind, drama-free, non-toxic, and doesn't require them to constantly make painful sacrifices. Yeah, my girl, like, she want a man to treat she bad. Or, she like drama. I know how to put it. You like drama. You like drama. You feel if I had a woman, right? Derek, let me spell this out. We got a woman. I got a woman. Now the woman says, you know what, Neil? The sex is great. Sex is amazing. The woman helps me with my business. She, takes care of certain things financially. She allows me to lead as a man. She is a submissive woman. She takes care of certain things at home. Everything is fine. We have common interests. We joke. We laugh. We go to dinner often. We do activities together. Life is grand. She even allows me They one off indiscretion here and there. Once is, I keep it discreet and it's not that I going out there with two and three and four different
I
women.
boy shame.
Right. You just got a warm woman and you enjoying life, right? Because the woman understands that maybe your high paying job or whatever is stressful, so you need to get that edge off, right? A warm woman ain't gonna kill me, says the woman that I have. But then I go to an office party, I see two hot women, I decide, again, I have a threesome with these two women. No, I will got to be a dog though. Like no, if the woman stipulates that, look, you could cheat on me with one woman at a time, but as you bring in two or three women or four women and you both there, giving both my meat like that there indiscriminately, that is a problem. I gotta vet the woman. The woman may even have stipulations. You could cheat on me with a woman, but I gotta meet this woman. I gotta at least see what she look like. I gotta know what she name. I don't want nothing. Consider me in your decisions. Why would I then go on and cheat on my woman with two women? You know what I would do? The two women will come up, right? And I would say, excuse me 1 minute, ladies. Just hold on 1 second. And again, taking two pictures, and again, my wife point phone. Babe, I sending you a picture here now. I need the okay. I can send you the dossier. They are coming, but I need to deal with the two of these. Can I please? I ain't gonna get drunk again, enjoy my life and have fun to then ruin a good thing. Cause then them two men ain't looking back at you, Them two men they won't see back at you, or unless you bring in more friends. The men ain't want to see the back of you. So none of them men take you up to say, well, I glad to see the back of you, husband, because it really. That's the end of you and that. Right? You got to start from scratch. You got to go and find a man that will be willing to.
You got to find a lawyer.
Well,
sorry. Before you find a lawyer, you got 30 days. Find some place to live.
Right. You need to find a mover. You need to find a mover.
Yeah. Find the movers.
Right.
That's who you got to find first.
Right. But now, man, like listen, guys and girls. At times we've got it too sweet, and we gotta recognize when we got it too sweet, right? And we gotta recognize when love. My cup overfloweth with the blessings of the Lord. And we gotta realize that we can't be getting out there enjoying our life and doing as we please, and then be vexed or feel as though, oh shoot, or we scrambling to try to make amends. No, I give you sweet life though. I give you sweet life. You can want better than this here, and for you always consider before you make a business decision when it comes to your genitals, right? With an extracurricular activity, always weigh the fallout of these actions, right? I understand. I have been guilty of not weighing those pros and cons. I have lost big before, right? I'm sure Derek may have lost like that too. But as a man of wisdom now and gone through certain life experiences, I gotta make a business decision. I gotta say, is the juice worth the squeeze? If my woman find out that I cheat on she, knowing that she gave me all the sweetness, and the woman look around and tell me, well, I don't want soup on paper again. As far as I'm concerned, Neil Hoy is dead and cremated.
You gotta live with that.
I gotta live with that. I can't be hugging up my pillow when the night come crying into it and say, oh Lord, I wish I could find a woman. Or I can't date another woman. I'll go through several women that ain't my woman and realize, child, I really give her a good gem of woman and then trying to harass you and humbug she. No. Who you trying to get to? What you getting with my parents to see? Who you calling me for? What are you calling the man for? I'm bugging the man phone for. I know you got somebody there.
Yeah, I see Jennifer and Keitha both saying the same thing in different words. She was greedy, you're too licorice. And that's really what it is. We can get into it next week. I don't want to spoil it for you, Neil, but I encourage you to watch the series. It is very, 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 very close to this similar situation. And it's a situation where, as you say, life's sweet. Dion said she might need to get a job. Yeah. I don't want to go. But yeah, we can talk the things because some of them can come back next week anyway, right? You cannot.
Oh, shoot.
I think in life we need to earn stuff. Right? We need to earn stuff. And yeah, this was his wife and everything, and she was home. He was an engineer, clearly making some point or whatever you want to call it. And he was able to provide that lifestyle. But then she turned around and just two dudes that she figured was hot. She just, and as you said, Neil, at some point you're going to make a business decision because you're giving up that 85% chasing the 15%, which is the numbers from the series, but we can get into that. You don't panic,
Right, yeah.
right? Here's the thing: we can't have everything
No,
in this life.
no.
You can't have everything.
You have to settle.
This settle is a nasty word for some people to swallow.
I just
let's say
I just try to
compromise.
call that pushing
To
buttons.
trigger a little bit. Okay. Yeah. So it's something you have to compromise on some things. We can't have everything, right? And you want to have a particular lifestyle or whatever. You got to make some sacrifices to get it. You know what I mean? You are home. Your husband works. It is now you going out and you, just give up the guts. You know what I mean? Just I know, as you say, she called bugging my phone. You call the wrong people, fam.
You call the wrong people.
Call the movers. Call somebody landlord, somebody apartment building.
Secure a place to sleep.
Call a lawyer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you got to secure shelter.
Mm-hmm.
The first thing you got to secure shelter, then look for a lawyer.
Yep.
Because dude done with you, right? And somebody mentioned it earlier, right? Somebody mentioned it earlier in terms of Sally being involved with the husband, because Sally, like, is a mutual friend, but she was acting weird, and somebody asked if Sally and the husband was in a do, and that might be true. They may be, right? Or Sally may want to be involved with the husband, right? So let me give you a game here now in terms of the horning and stuff like that. Now, please do not take this to leave here and tell people that the Senate podcast encouraging people to cheat and giving people guidelines how to cheat and all that kind of things. This is not that kind of show.
Because you know they will clip this part here and we will go viral and just look at these here. Look.
Look at what they encouraging. They encouraging horning, right? But there are certain things that I believe firmly, if you are going to go down into that way of life, there's certain things you need to have. First and foremost, you need to have a heart of stone. If you are going to go down the road of cheating with this body and horning with this body and stuff like that, you need to be able to say at any point, fellas, at any point, and women too, but I'm giving you this advice from the perspective of a fella because I've never really given it to ladies, right? But I'm going to give it to the ladies now. If you decide that you are going down the road of horning and you are getting into this grease life, and you cheating here, you cheating there, you need to have a heart of stone. Why? Because if you get caught and the person that you're cheating on says to you, go leave my place or we done, you cannot be walking about the road dribbling. Talk about you belly hurting you and you picking your phone, calling people, humbugging them, calling at the family and all kind of thing. Nah, don't do that. If you know that if the woman or the man left you, that you're gonna dead, sorry for my international viewers, that you are going to die if your partner that you're cheating on leaves you. If you know that that's the case, don't do it.
Left it out. Juice ain't worth the squeeze.
The juice ain't worth the squeeze. Secondly, if you know that you do not have a pot to piss in, as the old people will say, don't do it. So if you can do your thing on your own dime and your own time. By that I mean, man, don't take out your woman car drive it, but to go and pick up another women.
So, women, don't do that neither.
Women, don't do it either. Right? I know my boy Neil, this one is hit home for Neil. Right? If you horny, ladies, do not carry any man in your place to sleep on you at your man's bed. Don't do it. Because this is the thing, right?
You triggering me here,
right?
no, boy.
Horny man is a different breed.
What?
Horny men, their morals, their moral compass does not really exist. Right? So these are the men that will come by you and will take pleasure in having sex in you and your man's bed. And wiping his bird in your curtain or your pillowcase.
This is gonna be right. I can let y'all know now. I don't know if I've said it in this space, but if the future Mrs. Neil Hoyt is watching, or any woman that is interested in getting to know me and getting to meet with me on that level, if you know within yourself you're gonna cheat on me, you could cheat in my car. It will hurt. That's all right. You could cheat in my gallery. It's gonna hurt. That's all right. You could cheat in the study, the dining room, the kitchen. It can hurt. It can sting. That's all right. If I come home and I see the man got you 2 foot in the air, right? And you land on my bed, or you got the man, he 2 foot in the air, and you down in between there, lubricating.
Balling for murder.
You understand? And the man got my hug up pillow, cause I got a hug up pillow, right? I got a pillow to sleep on and a hug up pillow here. If you got that man on my hug up pillow grabbing up, and Lord will know what else it gotta do, cause I'm bringing the black light to look in there to send me off. Anything in there dead, I killing the roaches and all. Everything in there dead. And they can burn the house with you and he in it. And they can sit down outside. I gonna call the police and the fire service. Cause it don't make sense calling an ambulance. It makes sense calling an ambulance. Right? And that's what you can do with 2 on them. Do not fool on my bed. Do not fool on my bed.
Straight.
Carry on.
You know what I mean? So, on your dime and your time. So, fellas, ladies, if you know that you are at somebody.
Fergie, don't trigger me, Fergie. Fergie, talk about use the hug up pillow to arch back. Sorry. Go ahead, sorry. Fergie, don't trigger me, Fergie.
Yes, Fergie. But yeah, don't use your woman car to go and collect other women to catch you at your place or to catch you at your woman place. Don't do that. Don't do that. Right? Woo. And that goes both ways. So ladies, don't use your man car to go. Let me give you a story, right? Because I get these stories a lot, right? I have a very good friend who shall remain nameless. And he was working, and people would say to him, brother, and this is a man saying to him, my fella, we see you care, but you at work, we see you care, don't put it night or whatever. And my man being a good man and standing by his woman and everything, he said, no, ain't nothing so. Man, when I just hate up on the woman and blah, blah, blah. And he starts speaking in it. All right, no problem. He starts speaking in it. But anyhow, this thing was bugging him, mentally, or he telling man, this woman horny you and whatever. All right. My man decided one night, you know what? I'm going to duck out of this work thing. Let me go and see what really going on home at me. Or at she. And my man decided he going on this investigative mission. And when he went, he's swinging the gap. It's nighttime and his headlights hitting the gallery. And he saw the woman in there in the saddle. In the gallery. In the gallery, in the saddle. But he nearly dead. So my man outraged. What going on here? But you could be doing this to me. And her response to him was, I thought you called me before you come here. Sorry. That I don't hate women. I don't believe in violence. But my head, I don't know if I would have seen. I don't think I would be able to see. A blind rage. I know the story you're talking about. A blind rage. I will go off me. I think it will go off. That you gonna come with attitude. You should have called. Yeah, she wasn't even contrite, remorseful, none of them things. You know what I mean? That was her, and she was driving around his car to go and do that dirt, right?
But you remember the Patrick in the Heartbreak Hotel story that I gave you years ago?
Heartbreak Hotel. Yep.
Very mad. Patrick, I love the woman. Instead of she carrying my car, I carry the man in a cane field. in a cart road. I tell the man, look, give that little money there so she carries a hotel or a little room or something. Anyhow, we can talk about that another side. Wellness.
Not me.
Right? Yeah, I'll give you one more. There's another guy. His girl dropped him to work in his car.
Oh Lord, I remember this one too.
She read about his business, about her business. He gonna work. At the end of the day, he punch out, call she, no answer. Right? Call she back, no answer. My man decided, you know what? I can get one of the fellas to drop me by this girl because I ain't too sure what's going on. So he goes to her place of abode, and his car is outside. But the house shut down like the old Glenderry. And this before, you know, the person was escaping. So my man goes and he knocks. And a man presents himself. A man comes to the door in a boxer. Everything bent to the side, to the right. And he can see everything printed out, bent to the right. He hands him the keys to his vehicle. This is the man in his boxer. With full erection, bent to the side. Hands him his keys to his vehicle and says, she tell you thanks. I shut back the door and go back inside to his business. To that we said, you know. No. For me.
What?
Again, if that was just a normal horn, a fella be able to take that. But a horn with them kind of situations surrounding it, those are the things that make people say, you know what? Imagine I was invested in this, and this is how you do me. Nah,
Is the
I
attitude
drive in my
be?
car through this house.
Is the attitude? You
You know
can
what I
read
mean?
like you can read about me in the court page with my two hands locked up there, so and a bailiff carry me.
I won't even be ashamed. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I be
So-
hailing man and thing. All right, good.
So for something like that, this is what I say: if you're going down the road of cheating and you want to do your thing, make sure that you are not so deeply invested emotionally that to the right, Tally, to the right, right? Make sure that you are not so emotionally invested that when this person decides, I've had enough of you and your ish, that you walking both the road, don't know your head from your tail.
I just a dribbling.
I can't function. I'm dribbling. You know what I mean? That don't make sense. If you know you can't process that, stick with what you got at home. Do not chase that 15% in other people and leave out your 85%. Right?
I could deal.
A lot of times that 15% don't matter. It ain't that important.
I could even deal with the situation you said, the last situation where your man hand the keys and say, you know, she tell you thanks. That's messed up. But I would still take that over, coming home and seeing a man balls
Go
deep
stains.
in my hug-up pillar. the pillar is dribbled upon my hug-up pillar. Nah, violence. Anyhow,
I'm making an interesting point here. One of the lessons I learned on the UE block in Jamaica, we meant to quit to diss other men. We had a rule. We ain't dealing with any woman who dealing with any of the fellas. Simple. Men need to stop letting that kind of disrespect happen through us. Fact. It is a code. Like I can't see myself, you know, at this stage of my life dating somebody that I know Neil went out with.
Vice versa.
Especially if they went out and it was like that kind of deep kind of relationship, you know what I mean? If it's a one bam,
if it was two ships in like kind of deal.
We can get that, right? But you know, it's a code, and we, as Kwame said, we gotta stop disrespecting one another like that.
As a man, I couldn't do that. I mean, not saying okay. If it was the man in the situation with the penis bent to the right print out, right? I couldn't do that. If she said, yeah, he then keys there for me and tell you thanks. I was like, nah, sweetheart, that's your mess. Then I do me. I mean,
saying,
granted, I am the horn man, right? But at the end of the day, I ain't looking for the man.
there are levels to disrespect.
Yeah,
you,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
I can disrespect you on this level, but I already got your woman.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. But now I come in out and I wipe with my birdie, you curtain, or I wipe my birdie, you pillowcase. That's another level of disrespect. But then when I carry it out to the level that I so brazen, that I can come to the door now, everything back off to the side, and I give you the keys for your vehicle.
But
That she
Keitha,
picked me up in.
I see Keitha trying to reason out that the guy may think that I am the cousin or her brother or something. So, nah. Nah. If I am the horn of man and I lay down with the man woman, and the woman say, look, guy, get them keys to my cousin there. So I said, nah. I know that, unless he didn't know he was horny.
Well,
That don't blow my mind. Anyhow, I don't want to talk about this no more. I start to get triggered. All right. Remember, Derek, we still got there are a couple videos I think you sent to me. There was one. I think you muted again, Derek. I could be wrong. Yeah.
we got a couple more things. To
Right.
get into so.
Right. So there is the one with the daughter.
Yes, let's run that because these people feel that we telling lies, Neil. They feel that we be making up these things and fabricating things just for entertainment on a Tuesday and Thursday night. So let's get into it.
This is my daughter.
I'm Rakia. I'm 26 years old, and we live in Jacksonville, Alabama.
My what?
We do everything together.
Yeah.
I mean, everything.
Watch a movie together, cook together.
Twerk.
Go off, go crazy, show up.
I couldn't imagine my life without my mom being in it. It would ruin me. I wouldn't know what to do, how to function.
I've had people say that we're too close.
Okay, you got to spread it open a little bit. My mother and I have been waxing each other for quite some time now.
I showed her my first sex tape about 2 years ago.
I showed her my first sex tape maybe a year ago. What kind of positions do you think I should do, or what do you think we should do? And she was just like, oh, girl, prop your leg up in this angle. Maybe your back should have been a little bit more arched in this position.
You have your significant others.
Yes, and he was like, you guys are sick.
What? That's it. Wait. You may be muted again, Derek. But let me
I was watching the video. I didn't want my audio to create a little bit.
Oh, sorry. No. Oh, Jesus, man. Where to start, Neil White? Where to start? No. It's a mother and daughter. The mother and daughter are so close that they wax each other. Who am I?
It's a little out there, but okay.
Who am I? I ain't shaving my son, but who am I? Who am I to say how you should be with your daughter, child, whatever? Who am I? My son ain't bringing a sex tape to show me, though. I ain't carrying a sex tape. First things first, let's just point out there again, the future Mrs. Hoyt, Neil Hoyt, the woman that out there going eye on Neil and checking for Neil or whatever, right? There will not be a sex tape of Neil Hoyt out there. I promise. Unless you have filmed me without your consent, or there's a film out there without my consent, there is no footage out there of me and my bird doing any work. Right?
Not me.
Having said that, what am I doing? What I get it. You want to be close to your child. Your offspring, they're adult, y'all, whatever the relationship is, you want to be close, you want to create that relationship. But I draw the line at sex state though.
It's a contaminated environment.
Exactly.
Who's about that?
Exactly, uncle. It's a contaminated, murated environment. You can't come to me. You can imagine my father coming and say, boy, look, boy, I had said he'd be at home last night, watch that. I said, but daddy though. And likewise, if I were to say that to my father, furthermore, my father would not talk to me again. I don't know. I know I've heard stories of I've heard some pretty gross stories, right? We've heard stories of a son being involved with his mother, the Oedipus
Complex.
I am discombobulated, as somebody mentioned, right? We have seen fathers interfere with the children. We've seen a whole consensual relationships with adults, well, not adults, but parent and offspring. We've seen some grossness, right? Shoot, I even saw something with two women that had the same man and they used to have threesomes with the man and this and that. And they're all right. That's weird. But you ain't sending me a sex tape though. And you ain't sending me the sex tape and they telling me we need to put up your leg and put she in the, yeah. You gotta put the foot for your dresser and yeah, you gotta spank it and tell she who's your father. Well, you know, people too far
I
left.
really want you to drill down, Neil, and look at where that is going because they look very comfortable, obviously, in the video. They look
Too
very
comfortable.
as they should be. As they should be, their mother and daughter. They should be comfortable. Having said that, it looks almost sexual between the two of them.
Wait, two of them hugging up.
Is the next step.
But two of them love
Because
it.
if they're clearly not afraid to have sex and watch each other have sex.
Hold on.
So it's like, yeah.
I can put money that they have masturbated in front of each other. My money on that.
Wow.
This is what we come to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I ain't even taking that back because I'm pretty sure that they have.
Right.
I feel like they have. Dion says this is wellness. This mother encouraging nonsense. I'm curious about what would happen if the daughter wanted to get married. Dion, I believe that she would attempt to sample the potential husband.
Yeah, if you want to marry my daughter, I got sample because though. My daughter can't. Anyhow, yeah, I agree with Tanisha. The weather is lovely today. Let's move on. I don't know. I feel like I need a shower. Let me go to the next one. The next one is ladies, so I can play that now.
Ladies, if a man had a 90-day rule where he doesn't spend money on you until after that period, will you still go out with him? Be honest.
Uh-oh.
Ladies.
Let me play that again.
Ladies, if a man had a 90-day rule where he doesn't spend money on you until after that period, will you still go out with him? Be honest.
Ladies, the man ask y'all a question. The man ask y'all a question. Ask y'all a question.
I missed it, Neil. You may go run it again for me.
All right, no problem.
Ladies, if a man had a 90-day rule where he doesn't spend money on you until after that period, will you still go out with him? Be honest.
Yes. I got it there now.
Mm-hmm. So, ladies, I seen
I think
Jennifer saying yes.
I'm trying to remember who it is that sent this one to me. I think this was DeVere.
Mm-hmm. Shout out DeVere.
George.
Uncle George.
In chat tonight.
Uncle George.
I think he's the person that sent this one. Yes, it was DeVere that sent this one to me.
Mm.
But yeah, would you still go with a man who decided they don't want it? 90 days. Yes, you're paying for the dates. Clear, you're driving him around and everything. Deanna says she feels that this don't apply to her because she cheating on like 3 dates. Oh, Lord of mercy. No, Cheryl, we can't let you know the rule because it's easy to kind of play the games when you know the time limit and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So I think if a guy's gonna test you, he won't let you know the rules are being enforced, applied, however you want to look at it. But would you ladies, would you be willing to, well Lord, Cheryl's rum shops all the time. So Omar asked Dutch would probably be the order of the day. So Omar, you don't think the ladies will pay? That's what you're saying here? I wonder too, ladies, if you would be. Nick is saying why not? It's not a problem once in 90 days applied both ways. And what is your 90 days? What are your 90 days applied to? Because if it demands money and resources, is it to your money and resources as well, Nika, or is it to other things? That's what we want to know. Clear. Tonya says this includes paying for dates, because in 90 days would be weird for me to pay for all. I don't expect a man to. But here's the thing, Tonya, there are a lot of women out there who expect that men should pay for all. There's some women that I've been out with, right? It didn't get to 90 days. But to say it, but Claire's asking if Dutch is in the rules because he said he's not spending any money. Right, so it means that you are required to pay, ladies. Would you be cool with it? Right? Yeah, there are a couple ladies I've been out with before, and as I said, it did get to 90 days because, you realize early it's one-way traffic here in terms of the spending. And in terms of spending, they don't just mean money, it means in terms of effort, time. In that you put in all the effort, bring that way and nothing really coming back to you. So for me, I don't get to 90 days because if a relationship got to be a give and take thing. And if you just take it, there's something that says givers have to set limits because takers never do. So for me, if it's giving, and you just saying thanks when you feel like saying thanks, or you just, taking, we ain't got a problem. We ain't gonna make it to 90 days. You know what I mean? So ladies, are you prepared to kind of step into the void? Right? Step into and fill the void. You know what I mean? Are you prepared to do that? We want to hear from you, ladies. Tell us. Because they're seeing a lot of hedging going on. People talking about Dutch and, and maybe I would pay some and he pay some, but the man ain't spending no money in them 90 days. So are you willing, because we all know the 90-day rule would have first come to prominence a couple years ago, but more than a couple now, because that came out in, what was it? Think Like a Man? Steve Harvey?
Yeah.
The 90-day rule. And that was when that first came out. And the ladies are withholding the access to the niceness for 90 days. And the 90-day rule, that would have come up. Just trying to see when that would have first came into. Yeah, because the movies came out back in 2012 or something like that. So we try to figure out when that would have first come into 2012 is where the movies came out. That was when it first really became into vogue. So 90 days you gotta wait to get some action. So a fella said, no problem, I can wait 90 days for some action, but you gonna wait 90 days for me to spend some money. Yeah? Claire says, it's not hedging, we're seeking clarity. Keithan needs context. Renzi says, hey Brett, so that'll be enough liver cutters and boardwalk strolls or Chapette ice cream if I'm the one paying. See you ladies. Tony says they don't expect it, so neither should he. So I guess I would roll out. Wow. So ladies, I'm concerned. Yeah, Tanya, we said you pay for everything, so that's all the clarity we need to provide. So tell me, Claire, are you willing to, hang around, wait around, do the paying yourself, or would it suddenly become a case of, what, we ain't gonna do it tonight? As Right, he said we can hold a chef ice cream. Although chef ice cream is pretty expensive.
But
So,
hold on a minute, Derek. Let me ask you women a question. Do any of y'all have or ever had the 90-day rule for sex?
Keitha wants to know what would be his. She'd want to know his reason. We would want to know your reason for not, coming forward with some action within the 90 days. Fergie says, I think that Steve Harvey 90-day rule is foolishness, but not because of the withholding part, but it feels like game playing, and I dislike that kind of stuff. Yeah, it sounds like exactly like that. And here's the thing. If a fellow is willing to wait for the 90 days, he can wait for 90 days, but was to say that on day 91, the man is saying, you know what, this really wasn't worth the wait. I'm boxed anyway.
Oh, Bamba.
I see,
I see Dion
I
saying.
prefer Fergie.
Well, go ahead.
Yeah, I prefer Fergie for in terms of this, or because there are people that you wait a long time to get involved with, and it don't really happen, and then there are people that you hook up with quickly, and something. Well, sorry, it could happen that way for you, and it works. So every situation is particularly different, as Tanya is here saying no. So that 90-day thing, I don't get it. But I know that we like to kind of wrap things up in these little packages and put a little label on everything and find a way to categorize stuff so that it sounds cool.
Right.
But then when you look at the practicality of it, it ain't really making a sense. You know what I mean?
Right. So I can see the ladies in the chat. You see the 237 ladies. They don't have these rules. They don't have a 90-day rule. They don't have a set number of days. I see Nika want to play devil's advocate talking about how one if only 90 days. Nika is she's really one hit the beehive, the hornet's nest.
Well, if you want push past 90 days, you don't have a day. If you want.
All alone by her long so south.
Remember, you play country games. You come first in the country Olympics. You go. 90 days are a lot to count if you're horny. Facts on facts. And we be horny for date one. So what I will say is it gives me clarity, and it gives me, because clearly that question that the guy posed and that we've posed to the Senate and the ladies in the Senate, it doesn't apply to y'all because y'all don't have those hard and fast rules, right? I would assume that y'all go on a vibe, y'all go on a feeling of getting to know someone and seeing how the vibe is going or whatever. If it lasts 90 days because the vibe is just not there, and if by that time the 90 days come and you didn't feel the vibe, you're wasting time. However, within those 90 days, 90 days is a long time.
That's 3 months.
That is a long.
That is 3 months.
That is a lot. If you can't pick up a vibe with me,
3 months to feel a vibe.
If you can't pick up a vibe with me in a month, anyhow, a month.
Here's the thing, Neil. There's a saying, right? There's a saying.
Sheesh.
That love is like a fart. If you gotta force it, it's probably shit. I'll repeat that for the people at home, right? There's a saying. Love is like a fart. If you have to force it, it's probably shit.
I love it.
So if you gotta wait 90 days to kind of figure out if you and this body on the same wavelength, if you wanna vibe in or whatever, nah.
I see
time.
I see
As Claire said,
oh, go ahead.
90 days are a lot to come if you're horny. Remember I told y'all guys, right? A couple weeks ago. I won't go into the full thing, the full analogy, right? But just saying, when a man go, you gotta go. Right? You prefer to go to sandals, but sometimes a bush in a carrot road. Sure, we see the ZR man peeing alongside you wall.
Wait, I was just about to say.
The main road. You know what I mean?
I passed there by Sandy Lane. I passed by Sandy Lane the other day, boss. And a man had it out. Just swinging
just
in the wing.
Road.
And they like.
You know what I mean? Kwame is saying, devil's advocate here, I feel men should do more 90-day rules. Sometimes our radar gets clogged up with the viscous and we miss all sorts of red flags. for serious relationships, of course.
No.
And I agree with that.
No.
Because we don't process well when we trying to get some.
No. I would say this. I wouldn't necessarily say 90 days, but I do agree that we have to be a bit more discerning. And we said this before in this space, right? You gotta be kind of, especially if you are looking for a serious long-term relationship and you think that this person they have qualities or you're interested in getting to know them, or if you're just in that space to want to have marriage and children, right? You take your time and don't just jump in a bed, because jumping in a bed, you can get the 2 walk-ups, you can feel good, and your mind can be blown, and then you'll be like, yo, I better wipe this woman here. But then, consider some 50, 60, 70 years ago, society had us that we had to marry before we even had sex, before we even see each other naked. Now we've gone to the point where, shoot, if I hiccup, you can see me naked. But yeah, I do agree with Kwame. We have to be more discerning, because we get to that part a little too quickly, and we don't fully listen to or pick up on the vibe and the red flags and everything like that. We just want to get the guts, as we men would say, or the women just want to get the tool, bolts on some wood, and it gets a bit.
Push one in the fire, Jackie. Push one in the fire.
You know, it gets weird.
Cross the same. If you meet the love of your life, and like we said, women tend to know in the early if you're gonna give it up. How you managing to wait 90 days? Yeah, that's a fact.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Tally says sex could happen on the first date, 3 months later, 6 months later, no time limits. Yeah, that's a fact.
Yep.
That's a fact. It varies person to person. You know what I mean? And I think we need to kind of acknowledge that and just roll with it as it is, you know? But as Kwame is saying, be a little bit more discerning. Maybe looking for something that's a little bit more serious and a bit more long term. I don't know why you would want to be into something more long term, like marriage and stuff like that. But that's another story for another time. We won't get into that. That's Neil's thing. He likes that. Folks, you've been watching the Senate podcast.
Hold on, Derek. Remember, I got a graphic here for you. I can put it on screen now.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, you could read that there.
Let me make sure that I am here with it. Good with me, thoughts. You see how that whole reached out to us? Good with me. Too effing independent.
A little brevity before we go. Yep. Yes, my boys and girls, thank you again so very much for joining us here on the Senate. Yeah, we building a community. Tell your friends, tell your neighbor, tell your co-workers. And yeah, let me keep it going. I enjoy coming with Derek, planning these shows, talking about these things, engaging you guys. You know, and as always, challenge us. You know, just if you want to challenge us on our points. Don't be just dismissive, because up to now, nobody tell you that we're talking utter foolishness, or we just making up things, or we lying. So this has been the Senate. Derek, you close us out. You could,
yeah, man,
do your thing.
Yeah, Senate Podcast here on Facebook, YouTube, the Senate Podcast 246 on IG. Senate in session at gmail.com. You can send us any of your, we trust me, we love the fan submissions. Today was a nice fan submission Thursday. Really enjoyed it. We had a lot of funny stuff to dissect. Next week, we're going to look at the curious case of the strong, independent woman. And we're going to tackle that. So, ladies, please do not come in here to attack me. I do not intend to attack you.
Open-mindedness is advice.
Yeah, but we're going to talk about it. Strong, independent woman. And
keeping you from your blessings.
Yeah, why is that keeping you from your blessings, as Neil put it? We're going to talk about it. It's going to be an interesting discussion. We're going to really get into it and look at and explain why certain things happen. Even if you don't think that they do, but they do really happen. So we can get into that next week Tuesday. Oh no, we said we were going to talk about
Sex Life.
the show. So
Sex Life.
Yeah,
Well,
so
I
what's
still
new?
gotta watch it, so I
Yeah,
can
so what Neil is
I can
able
probably
to
watch the
speed?
episode here after this here. I'll ruin my night rest, and we can
But
keep
yeah,
it going.
we can definitely. So you'll find out either Monday or Tuesday, depending on when I choose to let you know what we can talk about during the night. That is either going to be the series, or we're going to talk about the strong, independent woman.
Well,
We can get into that conversation as well.
Well, if I can make a suggestion, I
come
see.
and,
sorry. I see people that don't want the convo for that independent woman, so we could do that Tuesday, and then by next Thursday, I would have done catch up with the Sex Life, and we could talk about it then if you wish.
Sure, no problem. So Tuesday, then we look at the strong, independent woman, what comes along with it, the things that we've seen throughout the years and all that. And we will tackle all those things. Bring your friends, we could come and we could talk about it. You feel free to challenge us respectfully, we don't mind. Do not come in my comment section, cussing people and all kind of thing. Well, let me stick a pin. Let me let y'all know. After I post the question and stuff on my wall, I really don't look back in the comment section.
I was just about to say.
So if a lot of the cussing I miss, right? To be fair. But I think it's a bad look for me when you're going to start ranting and raving and cussing in my comment section. But hey, it is what it is. Cuss on the Senate page.
Yeah, that's what they're for. Yeah, I can take for it.
That's what the Facebook group is for.
Yeah.
Cuss there. I have no problem with that. But come Tuesday, we can talk about it for real. Strong, independent woman. I'll probably find a way to word it so that you either are or are not triggered when they post it on Tuesday. So, guys, we don't make the rules. We just let you know what they are. And we be the best version of you for you. We will see you guys on Tuesday. It's going to be an awesome discussion.
Peace, love, and be safe, everybody.
You see. Hey, girl. So come wind back for me. I wanna see if we got good chemistry. And come wind up for me. Don't hold back, girl. Just be free. I love how you dance and show off.